Hello everyone, I'm Nick from nextstepnick.com and today we're going to talk about It Lurks Below. So this is a new game that's out on the Game Pass on PC. It's an interesting one. It's very Terraria inspired from the looks of things. I like the fact that you've got classes, which makes it a little bit different. But the basic premise is that you're choosing your race and your class before setting off on this adventure, and you're going to recognise this gameplay straight away, like I say, if you've played a game like Terraria before. It's got a nice kind of style to it and it's a little bit larger, but the main premise is that you're making your way through this world, collecting different resources and building like different items and weapons and ways to stay alive. There's also like this food and sleep meter to it, so there's kind of survival elements, and then what you're doing is then delving deeper and deeper below the crust of the earth, and you can go a lot deeper than in Terraria. That's the main thing. The other thing that you can do is you can use things like guns very early on. There is a melee build in this game, but it doesn't work that well. It's a little bit broken from what I've seen online and from what I've experienced. So you tend to result in using these wands. The wands are just guns, but you use them to sort of run around and explore and kill things, and you can use them to destroy enemies and stuff like that. It's cool, it's interesting, you can find new ones underground, you can also craft new resources. So it's kind of cute. When you've leveled up a few times, I mean, I picked a necromancer, you can get like a little familiar with you and you gain like powers that add a bit of an edge, and you're going to need them when it comes to the night because you get absolutely bombarded by enemies. You get attacked so much in this game. There's not so much freedom as there is in Terraria to kind of relax. The level system encourages you to basically kill things and level up for experience, which gives you like extra health and different sort of choices as to where points can go, but it's a bit limited. It's not exactly the deepest thing in the world. You're going to need those abilities though, because later on you die so fast the deeper you go. It can be really difficult when you get to the lower levels, especially when you're like surrounded by enemies that you haven't seen before, because they can have long range weapons as well, and by the time you realise, it's too late. The survival mechanics are okay, but they feel a bit forced as well. It adds like an interesting element to the game, but at the same time it's not that fun. It kind of detracts from the fun and slows down the pacing. So you'll see there, time speeds up, and you'll see that number at the bottom there, the 43 with the little running man icon. That's my rested kind of element, like where I am in regard to sleep. And it goes down so fast that you just end up a bit like, yeah, I don't really want to watch this character just laying there, even in fast time. And likewise with the food element, you can eat 3 burgers back to back and loads of stuff, and you just immediately need to eat again. Likewise, if you die, you can respawn anywhere, so sometimes you just respawn straight away in combat again, and you do lose items when you die, so that means that you could respawn on the top level without your weapons. When you get further into the game though, it becomes a bit of a cakewalk, so the AI isn't that good, so they'll get stuck on items, they'll get stuck in different areas, and once you've got a bit of armour that increases your health, you'll end up finding that you're just switching new gun for new gun for new gun the deeper you go, until you've got really unstoppable against most enemies. There's a bit of a steep learning curve when it comes to bosses, so when you fight against bosses, you'll see me fight against one later. They'll really mess up your day and really ruin you, but they're the only ones that really cause a problem because they can't get stuck. The AI for the other enemies just seems to be not that great. They'll run into pits and get stuck, so you can just, use rebounding attacks to destroy them or throw a grenade down there. They don't really know what to do, which is fine. But it means that, you don't ever get stuck per se. You don't think, okay, I need to go and get a certain item, I need to figure this out. Guns drop all the time. Guns drop all the time from every enemy, and if one doesn't do the job, the other one will. But bosses, like you'll see here, they're the complete polar opposite. They'll have abilities that allow them to do stuff like teleport, so you'll see my health will just boom, drop, and dead. I think the difficulty curve needs addressing. I think survival elements need a little bit of work. And I think, to be honest, it just needs a bit of polishing. But it's an interesting game, and I like Terraria, so I had an okay time. It's on the Game Pass right now. Might as well check it out. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you have enjoyed this. Head over to nextstepnick.com for all the latest news, reviews and articles. And don't forget you can join me on Twitch by heading to nextstepnick on Twitch. I'll see you there.